gangs to come in from the sides, or do they go for the room control? Do they just farm themselves up? There's many options open to them right now, and a lot of them Ehome is just like, I'm pretty sure we can still take it no matter what happens.
Oh well, I promise like the China people I'll say this on stream. 中国的朋友你们好。
I'd like to say I knew what that meant.
That means I'm saying hi to the China people. They are watching the stream right now. Probably watching two of their heroes play. Oh, Nirvana Cherry versus Ehome. They probably like have been like waiting on stream since morning to watch this exciting game. In the middle lane, you just see the Tinker and the Arcade with the Familiar patrolling around the place. Medusa still farming for quite a while now. Free farming again.
Yeah, this is slightly dangerous at the moment. This mid lane actually now still being held here by Sven, who has been having to farm himself too.
Look at the Medusa. He's like, okay, I'm here. And the VC just like moves off.
That's right. I want to see Sven with that Blink Dagger up as fast as he possibly can. Get that initiation up as fast as he can too. You want to get that out of this Ehome side right now. Like, they still have a lot of power to take it. Once the battle actually starts, the Familiars can also drop themselves down and do that little bit of early stun as well. But they just need that little bit of extra. The extra part behind it. Of course, Lina too, wouldn't be bad to actually see her just go nothing but support at the moment. You can go a blink on Lina, allowing her to get that early stun there. It's literally like the lion blink on the back of it too. So let's keep your eyes open for when that's actually going to happen. Bottom lane now just pushing itself out right now. Jump yourself up to Windrunner up there on the top lane, trying to get any farm she possibly can. Has been damaged a lot, and of course you see by her health levels as well, very, very low on HP. That's just what happens with Windrunner very early on in the game. She is very, very squishy, so you just got to be very, very gentle with her.
Well, Lina is actually going for more of a survive build right now because she did buy a braces, probably looking at her to buy a power threats with strength soon so she can survive longer in engagement, pull out that Laguna, go for the important kill, probably would aim to take down one of the support heroes, like her Laguna blade, probably looking to take either the ES or the Witch Doctor. They're going to try to push down the middle, bottom lane now. The Lina and the Medusa was there, but they have decided to back off. Middle lane and top lane are open at the moment. The creeps are just like having their own party.
Yeah, the creeps can push themselves quite easily right now. The bottom lane actually being the creep wave slightly delayed there, pulling the creep wave just up a little bit further there for Nirvana CN to try and defend up against. Windrunner though is right there and we'll be quite happy to have that little bit of extra space to try and push it up right now. They've got to get themselves back in the lanes right now. At the moment, Ehome completely missing from every single lane. While the lanes are pushing out themselves, they've got to be a little bit careful. Like this top lane at the moment is getting themselves a little bit of momentum behind it. Now that will eventually hit the tier 2 tower, and you want to try and stop it from actually getting any damage whatsoever, because that's why you have a B team. Tinker, who now just drops up to the top there. Couple of recharges, a couple of bottle charges, farm yourself up, and X has to get those items up for the late game.
Just want you to take a look at the CS of AAA right now. I just don't understand how he can farm so much.
It is so much easier though with that Mystic Star. If you damage the creep wave down a little bit more, you just bounce it off a little bit around there. And it is, you just watch this bottom lane, just bouncing yourself around, get those last hits. You do have the split shot option as well here for AAA. If you just want to damage the creep wave down.
1, 2, 3, 4 heroes, 5 heroes in the middle lane right now for the Sentinel. Are they going for the push? Enigma is seen with the dagger right there. Probably gonna look to try to engage before, you know, the opponent has more items than them, like what happened yesterday.
And they're going to fight inside the March of the Machines. Tinker very, very fast. TP in towards that midsection. Wants to try and hold him out. Deuce now. Misty Snake going to clear out the creep wave nice and fast. Power shot still goes through. Rockets flying off. Sven's going to go in. The sun goes out. Silverbear's down already. They keep the pressure on. Enigma Black Hole. Holding AAA in place. While the bouncing sun goes out from Wish Doctor. Holding X and Sven in place for the moment as well as Lina. Wish Doctor will go down on the way back out again. Will they claim Windrunner? ES blocked by his own creep wave. Windrunner trying to run the fog of war down inside the trees there. The Maldives is still running off on the edge of the heroes. Lina goes for the stun just to clear it up there. Later goes off. Kill goes down. 4 heroes down for the price of 0.
Amazing teamwork there, because in the middle what happened was during the black hole, his other heroes like Windrunner and Witch Doctor actually got caught by one of the stuns from Ehome earlier. That was such a perfect engagement, great positioning. Not all of them were caught in the black hole. They split themselves up, caught 3 of the heroes. Well, I think this is a push. I mean, Gorgon does have the Lincoln Sphere at 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is going to be a big push. Take out that tier 1 tower, gain yourself a little bit more map control back again. And
the bottom lane, the Tinker is just trying to catch up with the Earthshaker. Tinker decided to back off though. He's like, okay, let you live. I'll let you live. Level 1 tower up, but they do decide not to push for the level 2 tower because the rest of them are up. Medusa is back on the top lane, just farming.
Yeah, look at that 20-minute Lincoln's up there on top of the Medusa right there, and still farming up as she goes through. The agility trades wants to keep that attack coming out even faster. Not even worried about keeping the intel up there, which is obviously where her shield gets up a little bit further. Majestic Charges hasn't even converted that to a wand. Preferred to go for the late game items with the extra gold up there. And you're right, Tinker is harassing that bottom lane with the rockets. And you can do that too. Just move yourself in, fire them off there, go the recharge, fire them off again, recharge off again, and then just basically pop yourself into a BT wherever you want to on the map. The pressure is so easy for Tinker to apply right now.
Well, Cherry did know that they had to push earlier because most of the items for Ehome were 3/4 complete, and now it's almost all complete, as you can see on your own screen.
I'm just gonna love this initiation that will be able to come out at the moment. Rockets flying down towards this bottom lane as YS just trying to farm up that bottom as far as he possibly can. And, well, hold on to that tier 1 tower. March the machines will slow down the approach. Once again, you even see X is doing a little bit of a recharge animation on that bottom lane. And then the machines go the other way, and they will completely wipe out that creep wave. Even more farm coming in towards X to help him build up those late game items right now. Top lane pushing itself down. We don't see a tier 1 tower anywhere here for the Sentinel side. They are all dead. Syllabear still trying to push off this mid lane as well. Syllabear, a big one. What have we actually got for him? Treads, Blade, Orb of Venom. We saw this from the Syllabear last time around. We're seeing it again this time. After that point, it just went straight for Radiance. Obviously, it is your next item. He needs to get it farmed up, though. He needs it in the next 8 to 10 minutes or so, because if he doesn't, it's just really going to be completely negated by the effects of the heal that will come out from the Visage.
I must stop looking at the Medusa and stop being so surprised by him. I should be like expecting that from him, expecting him to be Imba. At the bottom lane, you do see 3 heroes were there just now. You do see the Lina still with the mana boots, arcane boots. She decided to go for mana instead of life. Necrolit does have the mecha, so that will counter like the black hole damage on her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually a great thing to actually go, because you do actually give the mana to the area around too, so a great support item as well as your own item. Just popping it off once again, keeping that mana levels up there. You want to actually have everyone with enough mana to get those stuns out, get everything else going for you, and when that happens, then, well, that's when you get kills, and that's exactly what happened last time, and that's why Ehome is currently ahead, 14-5 at 23 minutes into this game, and now Enigma heads down towards that bottom lane, tries to defend it off a little bit further. It's the only tier 1 tower, so they actually have left up and running, so they want to try to hold on to it as long as they possibly can. Power shot going through as well, so Windrunner's in the neighborhood as well. Brace yourselves, guys. This could be a push back out again. See if they can actually get these creep waves back over the river. Even then, look at AAA in the middle lane. Just so much push from the split shot.
Yes, he has Yasha and Lincoln at 23 minutes. How can that be possible? Does he have like some money hack or something? Well, you see, we're going to wait for the next engagement. It's going to be so important for Ehome to win that one, because that will enable them to push successfully. At the same time, Cherry does need to defend. Venom on the Spirit Bear. You did see yesterday, there was someone actually went there. Was it Tron? Tron actually went Venom up, right?
Yes. Yes, I do believe so.
Well, I think they're going to try to push for bottom now, because you do see Medusa with the mana shield up at the bottom lane, and he did add, the 3 arrow shot, so it's going to probably do a lot of damage. Here comes the push. Are they going to try to go for an engagement? He's with the Tinker only. You do see that he's trying to poke down the tower. The Sentinel doesn't want to get caught in a bad situation, so they're going to give up that tower. Try to get... Oh, here comes the Necrolite. He gets spot. Is he going to do anything? Familiar is going to scout.
He'll be all right.
Just waiting for it right now.
If you're actually noticing, while this entire push is coming through, AAA has not missed a single last hit right now.
Oh, they spot the ES at the bottom lane. He's gonna die. Fijo gets taken now by the Arcade. Arcade with the dagger right there at 34 minutes. Do you know how expensive a dagger is? It's $2,150 for a support hero to actually get a dagger. That is a lot of creep kills. Well, Tinker is gonna come back right now because he does have the BOD. They're gonna try to push for a level 2 lane because he knows that the ES is down. There is no echo to do any EOE damage to them. So the Enigma is not gonna waste his black hole. Probably gonna wait for him to come up. Hope for the fact that they won't push for level 3 towers because they are all still full life. They have all their ultis up right now for Ehome. Do you think they'll try to push for level 3 tower?
I reckon they'll
Not
take the
yet.
tier 2, then fall themselves back. Their other lanes are still being pushed out right now. Medusa even forced to fall back a little bit earlier. Creep Wave now respawning back in again. Rockets flying off, just trying to keep the wish shot down a little bit further. He does actually have that restoration going, so trying to keep everyone alive as much as they can. Glaive Thrower is still sitting on top of that tower, and it is not in deny range. In fact, it's just out of deny range. They killed the meat wagon just before it actually did that, but they don't really care. Triple A's back in the mid lane, just farming up as far as he possibly wants to. This is getting tanky. This is getting very, very tanky here for all the Ehome heroes. It's going to be a hard comeback here for Nirvana CN.
I got nothing to say. It's AA it's like a type of battery, right? It's like running on permanent like high charge battery. Okay, stop looking at him. Leader and Arcade in the middle lane. I was looking at his creep kill again. Arcade with the dagger, of course, he's gonna be able to initiate or he's able to catch. That would be really useful for his team because they don't really have like a AOE like spell and damage spell. They only have like the 2 stun, but you know that would be so useful because Arcade is like he has like a direct stun. So direct stun after he direct stun and has the AOE stun following in from the Lina. She's trying to farm her items right now. Is she going for dagger? Do you think?
Dagger would be a good way to actually go. It's a great way of initiating. And the way Ehome wants to go too, you grab its Van, you grab it Lena, you can chain those stuns off nicely, and you can keep the pressure off now. You'll see up on the top there, Medusa has actually managed to finish that Manta by 26 on top of the Lincoln Sphere. That is very, very beefy, and she is still going as well. Triple A is one of the best last hitters you can possibly see playing right now. And wow, so much pressure just being applied from the one Medusa. It's going to be so hard to bring down during those big team fights as well. You can't really target her. And this is what happened last time. Morphling, they tried to target, well, actually, it was like the Alchemist even. Try and target the Alchemist, try and bring him down. It's not enough. He just tanked it up right there. And that's where Medusa gets the power from. What I really, really love about the fact that with Ehome, even back to the draft, they didn't want to go for the CM. They said, you know what, we're already going to have enough mana on the field. We want to go aggressive. We want to throw that Lina down. They got the first blood because of that as well, and they backed themselves to get this much farm on the Medusa that she wouldn't actually need that CM aura. She'll actually have enough items to actually have a standard mana regen.
Well, yeah, the VCH is definitely going to try to go for some tank items so that he can, you know, go in and tank some for the team. Everyone is gone from the map right now. Not sure what their plans are. Probably gonna wait for an engagement. At the bottom lane, you do see the Medusa backing off because he senses danger. And here comes the Mana Snake. In the middle lane, Lina is gonna try to farm for, like you said, probably farm for a dagger so that she's gonna be more mobile. The Laguna is just so painful.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is. Actually, Silverbear still actually hasn't bought any items in a while now. Did die before, which will set him back a little bit further. But that Radiance should be up sometime very, very soon to actually help this push. And when that does actually come up, look for a lot more pressure to be applied towards that Tinker. He'll have to actually stop actually ganking as much as he wants to, and will be forced to actually push these lanes out non-stop. And Medusa, you are a beast, running yourself around. Nothing like a good farm on a Sunday morning. Pushing up this mid lane now, we do see the Spirit Bear trying to do exactly the same sort of thing, and jump yourself down towards the bottom lane too. Just pushing yourself standardly. Conversions now popping up as well, trying to push out this bottom lane a little bit further. They know the pressure's being applied by Tinker. They've got to try and relieve it a little bit, so when the team fight does actually come, they can focus on that.